Hey guys, what is up? Irving here, bringing you guys another episode of Sky Factory 4. Last episode, we finally got to the Cobalt Sapling, and since that episode, a lot has changed in terms of my base here. The most important thing is that this is now running on a server, which means it's running literally all the time. So because of that, there's a few changes that I had to do. Alright, so the first thing when you're running something on a server is if you're not on the world, then nothing is chunk loaded, at least only around spawn, I guess. But and I want to chunk load it all my base, that way it's running even when I'm not online. So in order to do that, you need this weirding gadget, and this chunk loads a 5x5 area around it. So if you can see where it's located right here, and we pull up the map, you can see a 5x5 area. This is the chunk it's in. Would be, I believe, so this is the middle. So it'd be this 5x5 area, like this, I believe. So this whole area, which is where my base is. So that is why I placed it there. And because it's going to be running all the time, power might be a pretty big issue. So what I did is, you notice I have all these elevators that go up. And at the very top of this, we actually have a little bit of wind generation going on. So you're probably wondering, why are these wind generators all the way up here? So it just so happens that the mechanism wind generators generate power depending on how high they are. So because I am at level 251, which is the max, because these are pretty tall, so that block up there should be 255. Yeah, you can see that they're running a lot faster than what they were when I put it down below, and they also generate more. So here they're generating 96, where down below I think it was like 20. So a good amount of difference. So that's why I put them over here. I have 20 of them, so this gets pretty close to the 2000 RF for generation. And then I made this energy transfer node, which is very similar to the item transfer node. We have a GPS marker here, which will transfer all the power this generates down to our base. So it's actually brought down behind here. I've actually connected a ultimate energy cube from Mechanism, and you can see this is full of power, which I did not know was the case, but I guess it's full now, connected to our cable system here. And I've also done some upgrades with our existing one. As you can see, this one right here has 3 stacks of speed modifiers. This one has 52. We are using sticks now as well to generate power here, and as you can see, we're getting pretty close to 3000 RF or FE. And you notice that all of this is gone. So I went ahead and put everything into filing cabinets just to save space, and also like I said, these are infinite, I believe. So these have been storing all our acorns and resin, and also our saplings. All right, another small thing that I did is I added this auto clicker with a cobblestone generator. So this cobblestone generator fills this auto clicker, which just clicks it on here. That way we got lava. In case I need like obsidian or something, I can just get a bucket, put it on there, and yeah, this is always generating lava. So just something quick for you guys. All right, guys. So if you remember the last episode, I was mentioning that I wanted to get into mystical agriculture, which required this prosperity sapling. But before we get to that, I want to upgrade to the final mulch here. So we have the black mulch right now, which is 500 growth rate, almost 300% drop chance. This will get us to 1000% growth rate and 350 drop chance. So now that we have now we should have the stuff to do this. So we need blue slime crystals, which use these blue slimy mud. So we'll just make a few of these. I don't really need this many right now, but just put these to smelt. And the other thing we need is we need the pristine wither skeleton matter, I believe. And you will place this in here. You should use this to make wither skeleton skulls. But you take these skulls and you place them like so, and that gives you wither dust. In fact, we don't need any more at all. So now I should have everything. So if I click this, click here, we have blue mulch, which then we will use with our prosperity sapling. All right, so now moving on to the prosperity sapling, it's just a cobalt sapling with inferium seeds. So in order to get these inferium seeds, we're actually going to use the zombie matter and then click here to get some inferium essence. All right, so I have more than enough inferium essence at this point. In fact, you don't even need to craft all 4. You can craft 1 and then plant them and then do just use the seeds to just grow it to get more seeds that way. But I'm just gonna craft all 4, and then I should be able to just do this recipe right here. And there we have it, prosperity sapling. We're gonna go place this in the back with our new mulch. And we should see that this grows really, really fast. And this will give us the prosperity stuff that is necessary to get into mystical agriculture. All right, guys. So in order to start our farm, first of all, I made this harvester here, which has a pretty simple recipe, as you can see there. This is going to help us harvest basically our little farm that we're going to make. And for water, instead of water, I'm going to use this hydrogel block. So in order to make this, we need a water bucket, some iron bars, and some slime ball. We just put this in here, and we get a hydrogel block. So this is going to go in the center of the farm. So I have this 9x9 area here, and we will place this right in the middle, which I believe is there. And we will put that in there and turn all of this into farmland. All right, so now that this is all farmland, the first thing I want to grow is this inferium seeds. So all I'm gonna do is just place that there, and we're actually gonna use our watering can to speed up the process of it growing. All right, guys, it's actually time to start crafting some of these seeds. I am gonna craft the stone seeds, dirt seeds, nature seeds, wood seeds, and water seeds. The ice seeds I'll make later, and the zombie seeds I really don't care about. So in order to do these, you need a tier 1 crafting seed for each one of those. So I believe there was 5 of them. So we're going to need 5 of these, and this is where the prosperity shards come into play. So I will need to get 5 of those. And then if you surround it with inferium, you should get a tier 1 crafting seed. So after that, you should be able to craft every type of seed as long as you have the different materials for each one. I don't have the nature cluster yet, so I need to figure that one out. We do have the logs, though. And we can also do the water if I can find my other bucket. There it is. And the water seeds. So in order to get the nature seeds, we're actually going to need pumpkin, cactus, sugarcane, and wheat, which I think we're just missing the pumpkin. So I'm going to get some pumpkins first, and then I'll be back. All right, so I'm actually up here at my other farm. This is actually where I was going to do the mystical agriculture stuff, but I completely forgot, so I'm just going to keep it down there for now. I'll set this up later, but that should be the 4 pumpkins that we need. We're about to find out, because this makes 1 nature cluster. So yeah, we needed 4 of these, which you get like so. And then now we should be able to make these nature seeds, just like that. All right, so for now, I'm just going to plant these all together. I don't really care about spacing them out just because I only have 1 of each at the moment. But in order to get this harvester working, I've set this to 9x9 because that's the size of our farm. Single is fine here, but it needs power. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the GPS marker that we've made in the past, and then we're going to take this over to an energy node that I have back here. And inside of here, I will put that. So now it should be receiving power. And in fact, I want to be given more power. So I'm going to give 4,000 there. All right. And it does look like the harvester is now getting power, which is going to be great. So it should automatically harvest these whenever they grow. So something to know is that these actually will drop more seeds every once in a while. So I've been harvesting for a little bit, and some things were picked up by this. But as you can see, we have another set of inferium essence, or I guess another seed, and we also got another stone seed. So that's just a good way if you don't want to craft many of these seeds. You can just grow them, and eventually you'll get more seeds that you can replant, as you saw there. I just got another stone seed. All right, guys. So in order to actually get the items into my system, first of all, I'm obviously going to need an import cable. But I'm going to go the ender chest route, especially from this ender storage mod. So in order to craft, it's very simple, just like that. I guess I need more blaze rods and actually more obsidian. So I got the blaze rods using the pristine matter from the blazes. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to take the output to here, and then we're going to connect this one here. And we're going to connect this to our system. So something to note is this color combination up here. So right now it's white, 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 which is the default since we used white wool here. But you can dye these by, like, for example, let's actually do this. Like lapis is a blue dye, right? Then you can actually paint them. But just to prove things, I'm going to put obsidian in here. So this is also white, white, white. And as you see, when I open this, the other one opens, and you can also see the obsidian there. But if I were to turn this blue in the middle like that, and I put this in here, it will no longer open this chest because there are different color combinations, so they are no longer linked. But if I were to set this to blue as well, you can again see the obsidian. So you can do color combinations to get many different types of ender chests to be connected. All right, and then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this with an import cable. Set it to blacklist. That way, whatever is in here will automatically get put into our system. And then I'll just connect the harvester over to that. And that should take care of our items. All right, another thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention was this matic here that I made. So it's a very, very simple matic. As you can see, stone axe head, stone shovel head, and a wooden tool rod. But I thought I'd let you guys know since it is a achievement that you need. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did make a filing cabinet for the different essences so that we are not taking up our inventory spots in these chests. So anything I get from this ender chest from that farm should automatically be put into this filing cabinet. So these numbers should slowly start to going up. We'll worry about speeding up the farm later. I actually want to look at the next tier of stuff. So that was tier 1 seeds. But now I want to look at tier 2 seeds. So here we got things that might be a little bit more useful. We got fire seeds, dye seeds, nether seeds, coal, pig, chicken, cow, sheep, slime, silicon, sulfur, copper, marble, limestone, basalt, mineral, and slate. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to make yet. All right, guys. So I've kind of decided on some seeds that I'm going to want. At some point, I'm going to make them all, but I just want to show you guys how to make one of them, and I'll probably make a lot of these off camera unless I feel like it's important for you guys to see. Like, for example, getting these dye seeds, I might show you guys how I get those, but some other ones, like, for example, I guess like coal seeds, you know, I can just do this off camera, and I'm sure you guys can figure it out and stuff like that. But I do want to make the fire seeds, which require a bucket of lava. Then we need this prudentium essence and a tier 2 crafting seed. So let's see how you get this. So to get this prudentium seed, which is also used to make the tier 2 seed, we already know how to make that. So to make this, you use an infusion crystal with inferium essence. So 4 inferium essence will make 1 prudentium. So that you can see how it gets progressively harder to go up a tier, because it requires 4 of the previous tier to make 1 of these essences. So in our case, there's 2 different infusion crystals. There's this one that has 1,000 uses. Very easy to make: prosperity shards, inferium essence, and a diamond. That's usually what you want to start off with. But in our case, I'm actually going to go straight to the next one, which is the master infusion. Is a little bit harder because it uses supremium essence. The thing is, we've fought a lot of withers, and withers drop supremium. So if you did fight a wither, you can also get it using the pristine wither matter. If you look at the uses here, you can actually get, you put this in a loot fabricator, and you can actually choose to get supremium from it. So that's just something for you to know. And this has unlimited uses, which is the biggest reason why I'm going to use this. All right, so now that we have that, we can actually get some prudentium. And then again, we can craft our base crafting seed, which then upgrades to the tier 1. And then now we should be able to upgrade with the prudentium to tier 2. And then with lava buckets and more prudentium essence, we should have our fire seeds. So that is how you would get a tier 2 seed. If you want to go on from tier 2, like for example, tier 3 and tier 4 and so on, you just have to keep upgrading to the next essence. This is the tier 3 essence. Alright guys, so one other thing I want to do before I end off this episode is I want to look at ways to make things grow faster. So one of them that I saw is to make this sprinkler here, which has a very simple recipe. I'm going to try this. And something else I saw is this growth accelerator, which should grow stuff faster. So it requires blocks of inferium essence, which is just 9 inferium, diamond, and some stone. And that should give us the growth accelerator. So let's go ahead and test these out. So I don't have water in the middle, so I'm kind of afraid that this is not going to work on top of this. It's not, but I'm going to replace this with water then. All right, so I've picked up the water. Now I'm going to place that there, and as you can see, it is spinning. I'm not sure about if it's working. I don't see the particles. I saw it. It did something. Oh, so it's like watering it. So hopefully that makes it grow faster. But let's also try this growth accelerator. For now, I'm just going to put it above the inferium seeds. So we're going to have to get underneath. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and place this growth accelerator down there. And hopefully what that does is just make it grow faster. All right, so I have no idea how much faster it's growing. It doesn't seem like it's growing that much faster, but it might be. All right, something else I noticed is that this is a tier 1 inferium seed. You can actually upgrade this to the next tier by surrounding it by the essence of that next tier. So we're actually going to make 8 of these, and we are going to go around this, and this should make a tier 2 inferium seed, which my guess is either it has more drops or it grows faster. All right, guys, so I actually want to end the episode doing the dye seeds just because I thought they're pretty interesting to make. But it's actually not that bad. So, for example, the ink sacs, the way you get these, you can get it with overworlding matter and a lily pad, which you can get from vines and overworlding matter. We have that, and I think we have vines, yes. So that makes 4 lily pads. You put the lily pad there, you get 4 ink sacs. So pretty easy to get. The orange dye, dandelion yellow, and rose red. We've had those in the past, so yeah, we have some. All right, the cyan dye looks like it's lapis and cactus green. We've had cactus. Luckily, I have some here. Sweet. So very easy to make so far. And then magenta, which I believe has this recipe, yeah. So it's just lapis, rose red, and bone meal, which we should have all of those. And that should be enough to make 4 of these clusters, just like that. All right, and just like last time, prudentium essence, tier 2 crafting seed. With those, we should get our dye seed, which... This is really nice because you can get basically any color dye from the dye seed. The dye essence, yeah, depending on how you put it in the crafting table, you basically get any dye. All right, guys, and I think that's going to be it for this episode. Pretty happy with our progress. We were able to successfully get into mystical agriculture, and hopefully I give you guys enough help for you guys to either do this yourself if you're planning to do that. But yeah, between this episode and the next, I'm probably going to make more of these seeds, have them grow and make the farm larger. But you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here. And I'll just be planning on expanding it. But I'll be using basically the same blocks and things as you can see there. If not, I'll mention it for the next episode so you guys know exactly what I'm doing there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to leave a comment letting me know how you guys are doing. And any questions or anything you'd like for me to know, And make sure to subscribe. Get us to 500 subscribers. That would be amazing for me, and it would be a great milestone to hit. So with that being it, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See you guys.